Ooh. Oh! Green Day recap. Yep. We don't have red days anymore. It's it's just not something that exists in my trading in 2026. $645 green. This comes off of 1.8K on Tuesday, which was our Monday. 360 bucks yesterday. Now we have 645. I would say it's a pretty good week. I would even go as far as to say it's a pretty good month. And the most important month of the year as a trader is the first month. Month numeral uno. Specifically because if you can start green, get yourself a cushion, you can afford to have your max loss days and follow them. You're not going to get that revenge trading, right? So let's go over how I got here. I was up $300 when I sat down about 2 minutes ago, and that all changed very quickly on this one. So let's go over this. Might as well. So this is MOVE. This has been pretty predictable as far as I'm concerned. We got this sort of wedging formation with the 9 EMA. This thing's going to squeeze right up to $13 a share right here. It seems a little top heavy. I don't know if it's short sellers or maybe just sellers that were bag holding from the daily chart. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, they have NVIDIA news, which was, a great thing to see. But it's top heavy. There's top pressure. It can't break out. Like a stock with a float of 460K with NVIDIA news, this thing should be squeezing in candles like this back to back, right? But I don't know if it's short sellers or not, because why would somebody feel confident shorting this stock? I mean, it has a high short interest for the float. Why would you feel comfortable doing that? I don't understand. Either way. Okay, so let's go over move. Let's break this down. So my first trade on move was a W. I sat down and my scanner went off. I was about to record my daily recap here. Gets this big leg up, right? So boom, big squeeze up. I buy right here. Boom. I go down a little bit. I was break even on the day. I had that $300 cushion. I couldn't care less. I'm doing good, right? I don't really need today to be a crazy green day. I don't even need it to be green at all. Break even's fine too. So I had like a mental stop of like maybe negative 50 on the day. So this thing dips down, squeezes up, goes up here. I cut the position right there. I made like 150 bucks. I was only in 10% sizing and I got filled kind of shitty up here on the wick. Watching it here to see if it wanted to pull away. Did not. Dips down, comes up, fails, dips, comes up. Now this is that ascending wedge pattern, right? So 1, 2, 3. How many times can we test it and fail? Not many. And the volume profile picked up here on this candle. I entered right here before we broke. We broke over. I held the position right here, literally saying to myself, I know what's going to happen here. This candle's going to open. It's going to test it, and it's going to squeeze. So we caught 10% there and made another $150. And that's why I'm sitting here in the green, up $645 or 2% of the account today. So all things considered, it's been like a great week, like I said. And we can go over the other trades of the day. SXTP, CMCT, and BitGo, obviously, maybe 70 bucks. This is a pattern I like to trade a lot. This is probably going to squeeze right up to 13. When you get this candle here that opens candle over candle, we call that, with the EMA there, typically this brings in buyers and it pushes it higher. Your only red flag is this jackknife candle. I would definitely be weary of that. But this does have the indicative breakout pattern to me of one that would squeeze to 13. And I would trade it again here. I don't honestly feel like I need to. I'm happy with the day. I can live. 2850, 2850, 2850, 2852. 852. I buy at 852. This candle. So you can't see it because I don't have it drawn here, but you have a flat top, right? Let me draw it so this makes sense. This was my first trade of the day. Sorry, guys. Feeling weird today. All right. Boom. You guys see what I'm seeing? Huh? Do you? Big rejection, consolidation, breakout, psych, Christmas tree, retest, psych, retest, psych. Uh-oh. What do we have here? An ascending wedge. I bought right here. Bingo, boom, bongo, bam. My eyes are fucking burning, bro. 530, and I sold at 552. So that would have been somewhere right there. I sold a little early, but it was a good breakout. I was honestly a little worried because of these rejection candles we've been getting. and this wick, so I didn't really think it would extend, and it really didn't. Missed this whole move. Didn't trade it in this range. This became a choppy disaster. I mean, this is just how you lose money touching stuff like that. I mean, look how clean the price action goes here to here after open. It's just horrendous. You literally can't do it. And the other one, if we get rid of this line and move it up higher, bang, there's your other point of interest. Rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. And then you get that squeeze, get that big candle breakthrough, boom, you can enter. Only reason I didn't was because it was market open. I didn't want to get psyched out. So, other than BitGo, we also traded CMCT. Bro, my eyes. Oh. Damn. CMCT. Oh, CMCT. Damn, this shit looks very choppy in hindsight. Yuck. That was right. Right here. Boop. Bought right here. Curled off the VWAP and the EMA. Figured we'd get a breakthrough that high. Actually, do remember this trade now. I got a terrible slippage fill on it. But this is horrible price action. In PSQH, I had a W on that. PSQH. They had Trump in their headline. It's the only reason I traded it, even though it had a high float. My accuracy's been just ridiculous. So, head and shoulders rejection pattern throughout the day. The Trump name in the headline was kind of BS. So, I ended up buying this candle here for this breakout. On the 10-second chart, it made way more sense. I don't know if I'd even be able to find it. Tweezer top, sure. But I waited after it dipped down and got bought back up to buy in. And I sold right here in this extension. It was all I wanted. It was that 2-candle play. And then I did it again right here. Same thing. Boom, boom, bought there, caught that. That was my only 2 trades on that. And then, I'm not going to lie, guys, we're fucking cooking. I might have to scale up here soon. $645 day. So, appreciate you guys watching. And I'm going to Tampa, Florida Saturday. I'm going to be gone until midweek next week. Getting out of here before the big snowstorm to meet up with Mr. Easton and Mr. Octavius. And we'll probably do some lives on the TikTok and maybe go on Discord for a little bit and do some lives, but it's going to be a fun time. And I'm going to be trading from there. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. Let's take a quick look at EMAT before I get off here. I'm so tired, bro. Oh my God. They moved up 57 cents, but it's just kind of dead. No news. That's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave me a like, leave me a subscribe, join the Discord, links in the description. You know the drill. You know the drill. You know the motherfucking vibes. Ooh, moves moving. Mark out your previous highs of rejection. There you go. You got a point of interest. Boom. Anyway, see ya.